YouTube, Eric DIY with another DIY video for you. Today we're going to change out the blade on this Toro Recycler Smartstow 22-inch lawnmower. So in wanting to work underneath the lawnmower, we're just going to take some safety precautions first. We're going to make sure that we take the boot off the smart plug so there's no false starts. We're also going to have to know how to tilt the lawnmower. We're actually going to go towards the exhaust side, which is that way, so we're going to tilt it on this side. As you can see, this blade is pretty much dead. It's the original one. It's about 4 years old, so it served its purpose. And we're going to replace it with a new lawnmower blade. What you want to do is just look up online or in your manual and look for the part number on the blade. But this is the one that we got for the Toro Recycler Smartstow 22-inch lawnmower. The problem when trying to take off the blade is if you just go at it, all that's going to happen is the blade's going to rotate. Like you see, it isn't going to get the blade off. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to brace this blade so it stops and doesn't move. Usually people use a wood board for this, a 2x4. I don't have any 2x4, so I'm going to use something else. I'm going to use a thick crowbar, something I can step on so the blade won't move while I'm going to take the blade off. We're also going to use a breaker bar because that thing's going to be pretty much stuck on there. I might even have to use some WD-40 to get it off there, but I'm going to step on the crowbar. You do the same if you had a 2x4. This is a 17mm socket. Put that on there. And we're going to rotate to the left. And it's actually coming off pretty easy. Just keep turning it. Blade stationary. Eventually, once you loosen it up enough, you just do it by hand. You want to keep everything that comes off. Alright, and there you go. You have a bolt. You have a washer. It's important to keep the washer. You have the old blade. And you also have the blade holder. You're going to reuse that as well. It's also important that you remember how the blade was on the device itself. As you can see, it has a curvature here, and that was on the outside. So you want that to be on the outside when you line it up. The new blade has a curved side too as well, so I'll go in this way, and you'll definitely know the orientation which you have to put it in. To install the new blade, we're just going to put it on there. We're going to put the blade holder on as well. Line up all the holes. And I like to use my fingers to first start the threading process, and that way you don't ruin any threads. If you started ratcheting it down and you have it in the wrong position, you could strip threads on the big bolt. Again, I have the washer underneath this. We're just going to hand tighten until it's on there. Now, as I said, you're going to probably want to find the manual for the next step. And what you can do is on the back door of this Recycler 22-inch lawnmower, they have the serial number right there. You're going to look that up on Toro's website or the website for your lawnmower, and you can find the manual if you don't have it. And it'll tell you the torque specs for the screw. And right here it says 60 foot-pounds on the torque wrench. This is the torque wrench I bought it from Harbor Freight. I actually did a review on it a long time ago. And if you'd like to see that review, I'll leave a link below in the description. I got it really cheap, and it's good for little jobs like this. I wouldn't trust it if you're scientifically trying to get exact torque, but this does the job in general. So I'm going to set this to 60 foot-pounds here, and that's on here. So foot-pounds going to 60, and it's right there. We're going to lock it down, and now we're ready to torque the bolt to 60 foot-pounds. So to use the torque wrench, you just put it on there. We have a 17mm bolt, and we're going to turn it until it tightens, and we hear a click and we hear field resistance. But as you notice, the blade's turning again. So we're going to have to stop the blade again from turning by using a block of a 2x4, or in my case it's going to be this crowbar. And we're going to torque it till we feel a click. And there you go, you heard the click and you felt the resistance on the torque wrench. And that's tightened down to 60 foot-pounds. Before you start the lawnmower, just make a visual inspection, making sure everything's in where it should be. Looks pretty good. Make sure everything's in good condition. And then we're going to turn the lawnmower back over and hook up the spark plug again and just give it a start and make sure the blade stays where it's supposed to be. We're going to put the boot back on the spark plug. You just put it right on there and push until it snaps in place. And then we're going to give the lawnmower a start and see that the blade is working. And that's it. You're all set. That's how you change the blade on a lawnmower, and specifically with the Toro 22-inch Recycler with Smartstow. As always, if you like this video, found it useful, please subscribe.
And if you have a product that you would like reviewed, please contact Eric by emailing him at eric5150diy@gmail.com. Have a great day.